Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? So true? Did you finally have the chance to something the latter day and scoop-a-doop to the Milky Way? Hey! Describe it to me. 2, 3, 4, 5. We take these. Dance along the line of day and head back to the Milky Way. You know what? I'll take an Eternal Castle. Dracula in Transylvania be like, discard all spades. Discard all spades. Can we ban whoever mentioned Drops of Jupiter? Why would you do that? Because you love the song so much you can't think of anything else? How about some flat multiples? Spades must be discarded. Your safety is not guaranteed. We still need, though, to play like a good hand. Whatever. I'm flush maxing. It's not even like that bad, but it ain't that good either. It ain't right, but it's okay. You ever listen to Whitney Houston? Uh-oh, y'all, it's getting kind of hazy. What do you got? 9 chips? Rancid vibes? We go again? Vibes were too rancid. Sorry. It's the truth. I like Eternal Castle. We needed a little extra support, I think, to get off the ground. We probably should have just ignored it. Send me. Oh, beautiful. What's the boss blind? -1 hand size. You sack of shit, man. Joker might be the worst Joker in the game because it just pisses me off the most. Matador, more like don't matter. You're absolutely right with that one. You're cooking with that one, and you should say it. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Vibes are kind of rancid here. Vibes are rancid. Okay, we can't get in the habit of just throwing away a hand that doesn't give us a flush right off the bat, though. That's horrendous. He made the chatters joke better. I know it happens from time to time. Sometimes I make usually I make it worse. I'll acknowledge that fully. You guys are banter fishing too much. You gotta remember, like, listen. You should be chatting for me, not for you. I know that sounds selfish, but I am myself. So why would I advocate for you when I could advocate for me instead in this situation? You're typing ridiculous dilemmas just to get your comment read. Knife to a gunfight son or gun to a knife fight daughter? There's no meat on the bone for that one. You need to ask a more straight man type question, you know, like orange son or tangerine daughter. That way I can find the differences between them in order to elucidate some banter. We just don't go like hot dog is a sandwich son versus like a calzone is a sandwich daughter. Like it's played out. It's too Reddit, man. Tangerine easy. I have a lot of thoughts on oranges. I think it might be the most underrated food on the planet. And I think the reason it's underrated, by the way, Ghost Pepper, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. The reason it's underrated is because peeling oranges is annoying. I prefer a fruit that I can just grab and eat immediately, obviously, because who wouldn't? But here's the trick, bro. If you're eating an orange, you cut it with a knife into quarters or eighths. Now, cutting it into eighths means more cuts, but it also makes the slices easier to eat. I would recommend eighths, but if you're lazy, you could cut it into quarters and then probably like cut the corners of your mouth a little bit when you eat it, but that's okay. And then if your wife wants an orange, you peel her the orange. It's the least you could do. Maybe we'll try. Horrible take. 19-year-olds who were raised online when someone has a different opinion about a mundane subject. Sorry, you didn't deserve that. You didn't fall out of a coconut tree. It's the previous generations who have let you down with this level of discourse. They deserved it? No, they didn't. They're a subscriber. They didn't deserve it. They can do no wrong. I'm gonna obviously always take hieroglyph. It gives us more chance to get Cavendish. I could skip. We don't have to skip. What do I want common jokers for? I don't need common jokers. They disappoint me. I mean, also people were saying, like, why don't you just peel it? Well, like, it just takes longer to get the same amount of fruit at the end of the day. You could peel it if you want. I'm not telling you how to live your life. You seem to be confused. You're telling me how to live my life. I already got it figured out. We're not going to die, okay? Just give it a second here. You could peel if you want to. You could leave your friends behind. Absolutely true. That's the damn truth. Fool gives Jupiter. Easiest play of my life. Bro, this is Jokerless. Am I crazy? This is Jokerless right here. It would have been nice to afford ice cream, but $5? What the hell is this? Rain or shine? Am I right? Am I right, Malik? Malik, are you in chat? Am I right? Rain? Is it like, what is this? Rain or shine? They might not be here. They might have some real work to do today. It happens. I need 30 points. I can't do that. Not in one hand, at least. What is this? Salt and straw? True, but I was trying to make it more like Vancouver coated. Doink. Or what's the super bougie ice cream place in Kitsilano? Chad, you would help me out here on this one, right? What's the super bougie place in Kitsilano? Glacé! Thank you. Thank you. Glacé. I've never been. Dairy Queen? Dairy Queen blizzards kind of go crazy if you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that a small is 700 calories. I'm gonna try this. This is the most psychotic move I've ever made, but... +2. Is that true? Yeah. Like, I used to split a small blizzard with my toddler, and I thought it was, like, okay, because it's a small. And then one day, I looked at the nutritional information, and I was like, this thing's like 640 calories for the small. Like, that's just too much, man. Like, I'm on the Peloton, but she's just living life. I can't put that evil on her. I worked there for years. I can confirm everything is bad for you. I mean, it's tasty, but it is bad for you. Vickyaz, thank you for the gifted subscription, by the way. Thank you. I just, like, they need to do something at Dairy Queen, I think. Like, I feel like, A, the business is not thriving. Not to insult them, but, like, a large blizzard is 1,300 calories. Like, it's too much even for junk food. Because you can, like, 1,300 calories of potato chips would probably take you, like, 30, 40 minutes to eat. A large blizzard, you can eat it in, like, 5 or 6 minutes. It's too risky, man. It's like they're serving you like a hand grenade in a blue cup or something like that. It's crazy. It's like eating like 5 slices of pizza or something like that. It's too much. They gotta put they gotta dampen the calories. They gotta put some beans in there or something, like cut the cream a little bit. Now, am I crazy to think that if I play a club flush, I will get $8? First, I'm basically throwing the runaway. Yeah! But we learned something. We learned something, okay? This is definitely not going to get us there, but we learned something. It was fun. Okay, let's go again. Vibes were off. Rancid vibes, okay. Suit me. Sort me. Yum. I've never seen Matador trigger. I was just trying to prove that it like actually does do something. Scrammy. I almost restarted. Like, it's such a bad habit. Could have just played a pair instead. What was I even looking for? Too early for Hemomancer, I'm sorry to say. On this one, I gotta march to the beat of my own drum. I would love to afford Hieroglyph. I think it is theoretically possible. If we could get like a hand that has an ace in it, like perhaps a 10-jack, queen-king ace type of deal. 3 hands, $6. $6, we're at $4. Beautiful. Sock it to me. We have $4 remaining. Jokers are good. Drawing ace is also good. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong on that one. Sort by rank son or sort by suit daughter. So the answer for cowards is that it varies. The answer for intellectually honest people is sort by rank son. Sorting by rank is more based. There's never been a more motley crew of tarot cards here. Temperance is decroded. Strength doesn't convert anything into aces. I'll tell you one thing we could do. We could at least cut a pair of 5s. Empress doesn't have good cards to hit. Star, who cares? Tower, who cares? So guess what? Am I really taking $2 Temperance? I don't know. I guess I'll turn a queen into a king so that maybe I can turn kings into aces. 2 of the worst jokers that God ever created on this godforsaken planet. I'll throw in a quick skip because I could use a card enabler. I mean, it's the flush of the century if we get there. Vibe's a bit rancid? Nah, man, no. Scholar's good. It's good for a bit at least. I'll take Hollow Bloodstone. We could try to make it work. And like obviously heart flushes would go insane. I mean, Bloodstone is like a foundational element of many E runs. Okay, how many kings are in the damn deck? The other one was free? Yeah, that's true. Probably, I guess I should have taken it and just held it for a minute. Fool gives strength. I mean, we want both. This is a both situation for me. It's an easy cut too, or an easy skip, I should say. I think I have an over reliance on Green Joker. I like the discard. Honestly, I'm gonna take Jolly Joker just to have something to gas us up a little bit. Okay, so we want to cut pairs of non-hearts. And then heart flushes with aces will go crazy. Even pair of aces is probably good, but I'm Bloodstone maxing. Leave me alone. I'm just gonna level with you. You're not hearts, ergo, you're being removed from the ecosystem. Sorry, it's the way of the world. Sorry, it's the way of the world, bro. Did I have a flush on that one? Okay, good. Hold. What in the world is going on? I wouldn't expect White Steak Andrews to understand. My plans are measured in centuries. $7? I'm just going to take 10 extra malt and throw it on. Sorry. I like using discards. I've been taking Green Joker too much lately. Beautiful. You guys gonna play the Dune MMO when it comes out? Will I see you on the sands of Arrakis? Me fulfilling my lifelong dream of being a mentat on Caledon? Motherfuckers walking up to me in their full-on moisture suits. Hey, what's the capital of Burkina Faso? My eyes roll back in my head. Ouagadougou. Thank you, Mentat. Yeah! Don't you want to be the Mahdi? No, I want to be the Mahdi, bro. No, you got to be the Mahdi last time. I want to be the Mahdi this time. Mom, he always gets to be the voice from the Outer Rim. Nah, bro. I'm going to be that motherfucker from the first movie. Where they're, you know, Leto Atreides the first is like, what's for dinner tonight? And he's like, space macaroni and cheese. Like, that's my dream. Balatro haters missing this? I know, dude, that's what's crazy. People are like, I don't watch it, but I feel like the banter wouldn't be good. You're missing out, bro. We're getting cerebral in this bitch. We're getting referential. Really out there watching, you know, Mr. Beast. We fed 100 slices of pizza to 100 people. You'll never guess what happens. Well, they said thank you. Okay, this is nice. This is a nice one. No repeat hand types this round. Now that's a little spooky. I'm taking a chance on this one because we got 2 aces as is. Good enough. Two rounds remain. I mean, Abstract Joker is like... It's pretty chill. I like it more than Raised Fist, at least. I really, like, I'm just gonna sell you to take you, and then sell you and take whatever you offer me. It's a sick joke. Honestly, at some point, sorry to do this, we do this to make Bloodstone even better. Triggers 2 times. I see that. Well, you know what? We should play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first. And then play a Heart Flush if we can. Okay, I would be compelled to play 3 of a kind with some aces here. Wow, that was really good. Okay, ante 4. It would be nice to get some economics going, but can I get some, like, a sun card, please? Or a Planet Pack Daughter? I'm just trying to tell a joke. Hope you talk to Dr. K one day. So first off, this is not disrespectful towards Dr. K. You're basically saying, NL, I hope you get your untreated mental illness taken care of, okay? He's doing a service. Secondly, you will never see me streaming my therapy session because I'm complaining about you guys most of the time. And the crazy thing is that my therapist is never like, that's not really fair to the people in chat. Every time I tell her stuff like the real concerns of my life and the stresses of being a streamer, she's like, yeah, that sounds fucked up. And I'm like, thank you. Here's $175. Thanks for your help. What am I supposed to do this week? All right, breathe consciously. Thank you. That was money well spent. Oh, okay, hang on here. It's not a knock on Dr. K. I think he's providing a valuable service. You don't get to be part of my therapy sessions, bro. No shot. I would have to go to therapy to talk about the streamed therapy sessions. I will make a heart retrigger. Wow. It's nice to be part of a cause. Oh, were you like one of the review bombers for Helldivers 2? Thank you for your service. We couldn't have done it without you. Great, what a hand, bro. Great thing about that is that I actually do think they did a service. People think, the gamers think I'm on their side, and the people who dislike the gamers think that I'm making fun of the gamers. I'm not, I'm making a joke. I'm not really making fun of them. I kind of appreciate what they did in this situation, to be honest with you. I don't want to link my shit to another account. It's annoying. Got to connect to my college email address I haven't used since like 2011 or something like that. And then it's been turned off by the university because it cost them 3 cents per email account to maintain. So I got to like email tech support at the school I graduated from 15 years ago. Hey, can you guys tell me my 2-factor code for my PSN account so I can play this game I spent $50 on? They're in Eastern time zone, so they ghost me. They ghost me forever. I do like Immolate. Immolate with 2 heart. Oh, but there's 2. I'm blue seals are too good. Too good to ignore. Earth me. I'm just sick of accounts, man. Like, I feel like this is gonna be like the vestige of the 2020s is going to be like, you need an account to do the New York Times mini crossword. And I'm like, why? Sick of apps too. That's not even up for discussion. I'm done with the apps for the most part. Well, so I guess we should have played Ace 2 3 4 5 now that I think about it, but seems like we're cooked. This is an 07 moment. Oh, we have a discard. We have a discard, you fool. Oh, 4 aces though. Hang on. Would it be better to have you possibly like, do I want a heart to trigger do I want my hearts to trigger 3 times, or do I want all of the mults to come in before they could trigger twice? Given that 4 of a kind starts as 7, let's just run the numbers, okay? Let's assume we get 1 doubling. With 1 doubling, let's assume that it happens first. So we would go to 11 mults, then to like 18 mults, then to I think you do it like this. Yes! Double it and give it to the next guy. We're still in trouble though. There's no interest to be gleaned from the run though. We need a black hole is perfect. I really appreciate that. How about we gotta get rid of Fortune Teller, bro. It's not doing anything. It's only here because of inertia. Why not Heart Ace for more Bloodstone triggers? I'm not being a hater. People are gonna accuse me of being a hater. All I'm gonna say is this literally what we were talking about while we were making the decision process. I'm not being a hater. That's what we discussed it for several seconds at least. Then I got halfway through the math and decided it's not worth it, like, just from a spiritual sense. I was like, I'd rather just play the game. Ace, Queen, Jack, 10-7. The re-triggers are right. It would be gas if this worked. We weren't even in the ballpark, bro. We weren't even in the ballpark. Okay, start me again. 0 bloodstone triggers. Yeah, that kind of stings. Stings a little, but you know what? It's life. It's a video game at the end of the day. No big deal. Bloodstone didn't trigger on 7 attempts. Doink! Honestly, Eternal Hollow Mystic Summit. Will it pull its weight on anti-8? Probably not. Is it a stud right now? Yeah, bro. It's a stud. That's 25 mults, like, on anti-1. That's pretty good. And we still have enough money to... Whoa, though! I'm sorry, Hieroglyph. Brainstorm is rarer. So that's 30 mult, and it could get better over time. Okay. Let's buy this guy. Let's buy this guy with money. They love it, man. They love it. I'm not even going to look at chat. I already know they love it. Been drinking it for years. But they recently added more hops. They love it. +2, +2. We still got Hieroglyph. What, you think I sold them all? Me at the store? So true. Table service son or counter service daughter? Table service son any day of the week. Listen, it's not a big deal at the end of the day. Lots of different restaurants on planet Earth. I'm not going to call it a rule. My inference when I enter a restaurant is that if I sit down and someone brings me a menu, then they should also come back and take my order. I'm not messing about these restaurants where you sit down, somebody gives you a menu, and then you're waiting for the server to come back and take your order, and it turns out you got to go up to the counter with the menu and then give them the order. As far as I'm concerned, that's a half measure, okay? If I'm sitting in the restaurant, well, it depends on the I mean, if you're at like a Chipotle or a Super Baba or something like that, you're going to order at the counter, but there's a simple rule maybe. If I walk in and I can see the food where you pay, that's counter service. If I walk in and the kitchen is obfuscated, it's been abstracted by a wall or like a window or something like that, that's table service. But I hate all the rigmarole. You're not wrong about that. I hate all the rigmarole. Walking in, is this the kind of place where I wait for a bill, or is this the kind of place where you go up to the front to pay? If it's the kind of place where, you go up to the front to pay, are they going to be mad that I'm taking up a table? If it's the kind of place where you wait for them to bring you the bill to pay, are they going to be offended when I go up to the front to pay? Are they going to be like, I'm doing something that's an affront to them? Sorry, I'm trying to avoid my headphone dent. It's too much, man. What about a brewery? That's a counter order place for me. Listen, I don't have like a huge... I like breweries. I'm not taking you. I've learned my lesson. But I will say, you know what annoys me about breweries sometimes? When they sell food, but it's only snacks. Like, I get that you don't want to be a restaurant. You want to be a brewery. But as soon as you get, like, picnic tables and a food menu, there's times where, like, I would be like, can I get, like, a sandwich and a side or something like that? And then they're like, oh, we only offer, like, soft pretzels and, like, pepperoni sticks or something like that. And, like, you could say, why don't you just go to a restaurant? Yeah, but McDonald's doesn't have Passive Aggressive, the best IPA in Vancouver. So now all of a sudden, my ass is out, at the delineation between East Van and West Van, looking around trying to find am I going to be walking up to Mount Pleasant and going to, like, Slim's Barbecue by myself? That could be, like, a $40 bill. Could you just make me, like, a ham sandwich or something? Or you could order, like, 4 soft pretzels or something? Fat Tug's not getting its flowers. I have no disrespect for Fat Tug, okay? You got me backwards on the Fat Tug stuff. I love Fat Tug. If anything, Fat Tug is getting, it's just dessert. It's getting a lot of flowers, okay? But if I'm at East Van, I'm going to Brass Neck, bro. Superflux literally had to measure their hot dogs because if they were too large, they wouldn't be allowed with their license. Yeah, Vancouver's kind of cooked. Didn't somebody set up like a mini golf course inside of their business and the city like revoked their liquor license or something like that? Because they're like, you're not supposed to have gaming and alcohol in like the same environment unless you're a casino where people can ruin their lives. That's a different kind of license, man. That's a different kind of license. Also saw, I'm sorry we're getting too Vancouver pilled here. I saw Storm Brewing had his liquor license pulled. There's gotta be extenuating circumstances. We need to have like loopholes in the liquor licensing bureau, okay? They've been craft brewery pioneers in the city for like 30 years. Maybe, did they forget to file a couple of forms? Maybe, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if they served a 12-year-old like a Black Plague Stout or something like that, but they've been around cut them some slack, man. Cut them a little bit of slack. The dude's a pioneer. Did the 12-year-old kid have a mustache? I don't know, okay? You see what happened with the Narrow Lounge? Here we go. We're so Vancouver posting now. I did not. Tell me what happened with the Narrow Lounge. We don't even need to play Balatro anymore. They called it the Wide now. That would be a first for Vancouver. Usually it starts wide and then it gets narrow. Because the real estate's so expensive. How are the runs going? Bro, that was 2 years ago. And after I finished my ciprofloxacin, everything was under control. They had an inspector come in and shut them down because a staff member said they were closing the kitchen 30 minutes earlier than they were allowed to. They shut them down for a week. That's crazy, dude. You know that, like, I don't know if this is true for every city, but did you? So here's the banter, okay? I'm 3 levels deep. Okay, Wine Mom 9000. Have I been to Port Moody to go to Brewery Row? No, I haven't, but I rep Yellow Dog any day of the week. The Hazy IPA is great. Play Dead IPA, fantastic. Going 1 level up. Did you know in New York City, you can just go to a website and plug in someone's license plate and you can see how many unpaid parking tickets and traffic fines they have? That's crazy, dude. We need that here. Do you know how much, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not even Schadenfreude. It would be such a release of negative energy for me to have someone, like, cut me off in traffic and then I repeat their license plate to myself. When I get to my destination, I Google their license plate and see that they owe the city like $11,000. Catharsis. Thank you. Thank you. That would be incredible for me. It would change my life. Okay, 1 level up from that. Sorry, where were we going with this one? I don't remember now. Oh, did you know in Vancouver, you can see all the restaurants that get shut down for health code violations. Now, I feel like you would look at that because you believe in germ theory, which is not based, a little problematic, honestly. And you would be like, oh, cool, a list of restaurants not to go to. I look at that and like all these restaurants, I'm like, oh shit, I ate there. It was delicious. I ate there. That was fantastic. Haven't eaten there. That place was great. That rats, really. No hot water. That seems bad. You know what I do? I fucking go back, bro. Because the food's good. If anything, it tells me that all food is dirty in a way, maybe. I don't know. I got lost on the last one, but thank you, Librarian, for the gifted subs. Thank you. Poppy's a little sloppy. I'm all in. That's why you almost died? No, that was likely HelloFresh, but you guys aren't ready for that discourse yet. Discard me with a smile. We've upgraded none hands. Beautiful. In that case, rank sort me. Beautiful. You should not be copying this. What are we doing here? You should be there. Whatever happened to those meal services? I mean, they're still out there kicking, but I don't think it's like... I don't think it's going as well. Because I would say like once a month, I open my mailbox and there's like 50 free HelloFresh coupons stuffed in there by the mailman. I don't need a standard pack, but I do need to improve my deck. That's pretty good. That could be useful. I'm almost thinking, brother. Don't do it, don't do it. It's too late, it's already been done. It sucks? Yeah, I know. But just hear me out, okay? Please don't do it. It's too late. It's already been brought, okay? It's not gonna work. Prepare yourself. I fight for my friends. Why, oh why, didn't I take the blue pill? Wait, this is crazy though. This probably clears red. No, you know what? It clears blue Joker. No, that's our only source of chips. It clears golden Joker. We have 0 of you. Okay, time to spend some cash. We don't have interest anyway, bro. Could have been duping the money. Okay, so, mods, ban this person. Let's ban this guy. Let's ban this guy with hammers. You don't even know what you're backseating, okay? Brainstorm is incompatible with golden Joker. Get a clue, bozo. Had the audacity to put an I can't at the end of his decoded backseat message that doesn't even fucking work. Learn to chat. Okay, here we go. Must play 3 of a kind. Doesn't even bother me. You know what? Let's go 5s over 10s. Destroy. Target, target, target. Wait, did I take a... I was supposed to skip. You got me distracted. Whatever, we're goated. Good. 1 extra hand could be important too. I know we need to skip for some flat mult, but just like we got a lot of flat mult coming from Mystic Summit. Don't get it twisted. Ante 3? We're going to the moon, bro. I don't know why I was scared. I don't know why I let you get in my head on this one. We're going to the moon. Now, might it take us a minute to get to the moon? Sure. It might take a minute to get to the moon. Red card with no econ, kind of crazy. I have econ. It's called Green Deck. Look at that, $6. Truth be told, that's not as much as I expected, okay? I would. It's a business. All perishable jokers should be negative. That would be nice from the perspective of like winning a run, for sure. Can't argue with that one. Games like Balatro make me realize I'm tired of clicking on heads. Thank you! If I could just reach 1 person. People will really look at a game like Balatro. It's the only game like this. This game is just menus, bro. It might as well be a Zachtronics game, right? And they'll say, where's the action? They'll look at 900 5 out of 10 RPGs where a dude runs around with a sword like this, hacking at fucking hogs and like personified plants and shit like that, anthropomorphic Venus flytraps, and they'll be like, yeah, I love RPGs. Fucking chill, bro. We're doing something new. We're breaking new ground. I mean, I didn't really do anything. I'm doing my best. I don't know what to do here. Oh, you should have skipped. RPG players be like, it gets good after 60 hours. Listen, I'm not even knocking all RPGs. You're going to get me in trouble. My wife's a big JRPG player. It's all right. She's probably not listening. Her favorite streamer's probably live. Either way, keep 2 pair. Hang on a second here. I just think you got to recognize a goat when you're in their presence, okay? And Balatro is a goat. Do you really want, like, let's say you have kids one day. You really want your kid to be like, hey, Dad, what side did you fight for in the Balatro Wars? And you'll be like, oh, son, sorry. During the Balatro Wars, I was too busy asking the streamer to play Bingle Bingle. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Are we cutting kings? No disrespect to Bingle Bingle. I've not played it yet, but it made for a very nice cadence for the punchline. So I'd like to apologize to you. You caught a stray. That's not your fault. Blue Joker can go. We can find something to do with this. That's beautiful. It's a deck builder where you don't need to learn the cards. Thank you! Thank you! It's a genius design, man! I know people are like, you know, they're giving it its just desserts and stuff like that, but even then I'm like, man, we should be putting even more swag on the Balatro name. Do it. Do it. I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, it's crazy to me. This might not be a skip. 3 mults or you gotta improve like an ace or something, man. Well, we have been rewarded. I'm not skipping. I would take 2 cards instead. No regrets. What was I talking about? We have a flush. We don't have 3 of it, but if we play our flush, we can get to 3 of a kind. No, unlikely, but let's see. Bingle Bingle. Well, yeah, but I was gonna say, like, it's remarkable to me. This is why I think you gotta respect Balatro, bro. We're out here. The game came out like almost 3 months ago, and I'm more obsessed with it than ever. They're the only game in history that came out with a patch that actually made the game better instead of like being the inflection point for its inevitable decline. Like, this is out there in the same ballpark as like Slay the Spire in terms of quote-unquote menu games that go the distance. It's in that conversation. A lot of people aren't going to like that because Slay the Spire is old, which means all the discussions have already been had. Whereas Balatro is like, you know, still we're figuring out where we land on it as a society. But one day the conversation will be carbonized. It will be set in stone. And I want to make sure that you know that I'm on the right side of history, okay? Probably right. That does belong there. Thank you for that. I appreciate that one. Honestly, skip me on that. Are you a 2 beer guy or a 1 Caesar with dinner sort of lad? 2 beer. That's an easy one. First off, I don't like tomato juice. Much. That's a big one. I'll have a Caesar in the morning once every 7 years or something like that. Dump it. Hold it. Dump it. He knows Jumbo plus Red Tech is too easy. I mean, don't cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. YouTube comments gonna light him up for that one? Maybe, okay? And honestly, listen. I treat the YouTube comments these days a little bit like Reddit. That's not the domain for the creator to come in and take offense to the messed up things that you say about, like, my intellectual capacity because I made a mistake while playing a game while having a completely unrelated conversation and reading an endless scroll of text from the most insane people on the planet simultaneously. That being said, and you shouldn't take offense to this because then that would be a double standard. You know there are like middle-aged people leaving angry YouTube comments? I preferred when I just thought that it was like all 14-year-olds. Finding out that there are like people in their 40s that are leaving comments like that just like took the wind out of my spiritual sails, man. Should be like throwing your kid up in the yard and then hopefully catching them when they come back down, throwing a baseball or something like that, going for a walk, getting into gardening, learning how to crochet while listening to your favorite records. Like, what are we doing here, bro? You only got one, I was going to say one trip around the sun, but hopefully that's not true. But you're running out of time to plant the seeds that will eventually flower into a rich eternal life, my brother. You're out here getting pedantic over why would he take an eternal matador? Well, that's a big mistake, so I can understand your perspective on that one, but okay, hang on. Are we gonna cross 25,000? It'd be nice to get some good cards to help us out. I'm sorry to do this to you, Queen. I had to take a chance on you. Hold the ace. It would be beautiful to get a chance. Oh my God, we didn't even get 3 of a kind of any sort. We didn't get any 3 of a kinds? How can that even happen, dude? This is gonna be like 3,000 points. If you change your mind, I'll be first in line. That's not, okay, that went wrong, but that was like A, probability, and B, red card didn't have anything to do with that one. I'm not saying it's the best Joker in the game, that's obviously crazy. But red card didn't do anything wrong on that one. Hey, now, when your parents visit, do they freak out because there's literally no deer? That's such a good, honestly, vibes are a little off. That's such a good Ontario post. Is this true? In Ontario, you see deers like fucking everywhere, bro. They're everywhere. In Vancouver, you never see a deer. I mean, part of it is obviously because it's the city. It's crazy to say this, but the vibes are a little off. Always makes me laugh. Like, I grew up in a fairly rural environment. People always say, I just have to do this because they come with the questions, okay? I'm not trying to defend myself in advance. People say Kingston, Ontario wasn't rural. I didn't grow up in Kingston, Ontario. I grew up in the same way that when you come to Vancouver, if you grew up in Kingston, you have to tell people that you grew up in Toronto because they don't know anything about Ontario outside of Toronto. If you grew up where I grew up, you have to tell people you grew up in Kingston because they don't know what the fuck like Camden East is, right? Regardless, the average drive, cows, horses, deer, you see lots of wildlife, okay? I always laugh. I don't have the heart to tell my wife when we like drive to Washington. Sometimes we'll see like a deer on the side of the road and she's like, you got to stop so we can take a look at this deer. And I'm like, I mean, if I've seen one, I've seen probably 10,000 at this point. They're all over but it's cute. Or even like sometimes we'll drive. This is how like urbanized Vancouver is, obviously. We'll be like driving to Abbotsford or something like that, and she'll be like, "Look, cows!" I'm like, yeah, that's where the beef comes from, for sure. But it's just because it's not her fault. It's my fault because I'm, like, desensitized to it at this point. But I belong in the city, that's for sure. Hanging Chad. I mean, ice cream's great, don't get me wrong. But Hanging Chad's pretty sick. Rank me. Lack of whimsy? I've got lots of whimsy. I was thinking yesterday... It was such a beautiful day. That was like one of the most beautiful skies I've ever seen in my entire life. That's whimsy. Hang on, let's do this. But like a cow doesn't fill me with whimsy so much. But again, I think it's just desensitization. While scowling? Bro, it's just like how the bones in my face like frame this motherfucker up. That's not whimsy, that's satisfaction. Okay, whimsy is when you see a cute anime girl do a dance and you learn all the moves, and then you go into my chat and tell me to fucking kill myself. Is that whimsy? Do you want it to exactly represent you? Because there you go, that's what I'm observing. Everybody's gangsta till Baby Metal comes on. Okay, give me the Arcana pack. That's whimsy. I knew it. Are you crazy? I just walked over here. Let's get, if we're going crazy, then it's got to be 8s as far as I'm concerned. Negative Joker, not necessary at this point. Why are all of your chatters anime viewers in your mind? Because I read the messages they post. I'm not like other streamers in that fashion. That's fair. Even if Origin's saying it's fair, then it's fair, okay? That's not a knock on Origin. I'm just observing the environment surrounding me. I also know that my chat is anime viewers because, like, in the past, I've asked them for, like, anime recommendations, and they, well, sure, for now. They don't have normal recommendations. Like, I feel like if a normal friend of mine was like, what anime should I watch? I would be like, I don't know, maybe you should watch, like, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Maybe you should watch Attack on Titan or something like that. But in my chat, like, all mention basketball, and then people are like, yo, if you like basketball, you should really watch the basketball anime from 2011 to 2012. Oh, you like, oh, really? You like topspin tennis? Have you ever seen the anime Prince of Tennis? And I'm like, no, bro, I haven't even seen Evangelion. I haven't even seen Death Note, okay? I haven't even seen Love Hina. I haven't seen any of the Mount Rushmores. I have seen Spirited Away, and I've seen the Ghost in the Shell movie. Both of those are great. And I saw Parasite. Not the anime, but the film that won Best Picture. The Bong Joon-ho one. I don't know if that's anime, but it might be the third closest thing to anime that I've seen. You've seen Psycho Pass? That's true. I have seen 12 episodes of Psycho Pass. Why would you discard the 8, bro? Have you lost your mind? Kate making you watch Gurren Lagann as a beginner viewer was kind of funny. I just like, I say this again, it's going to come across rude. I don't mean it to be rude. But sometimes when people recommend anime, they're making the recommendation, in my personal opinion, they're making the recommendation for themselves. They're saying, you should watch my favorite anime. And for me, that's like somebody who's only like eaten pepperoni pizza their whole life, and you're like, I'm gonna take you out for Indian food, and you get them like goat vindaloo or something like that. Like, you need to ease them in a little bit. Like, I'm coming from like normal cinema and television. I'm coming from Breaking Bad, and then she's like, the first anime you watch should be like, these people live in an underground society where they drive enormous drills, but then at some point they break out, and then there's like Team Rocket is there, and they're talking all dramatically and stuff. And I was like, what are we doing here, man? What are we? So the first one that I watch has got to be like, did they make like a Breaking Bad animated version or something? Bob's Burgers? Maybe I've been too harsh on Bob's Burgers, man. Cowboy Bebop. Okay, I'll give you Cowboy Bebop. I did watch a few episodes of that. And you're gonna say like, why'd you stop? It's just, I don't know. I guess like I watched like 3 episodes in one night, and I was like, this show's pretty good. And then I got busy. And then when it came time to choose a show to watch, I was like, I'm not really feeling Cowboy Bebop tonight, and I never returned. You know, it's like one day your parents picked you up for the last time. That was me with Cowboy Bebop. I should have played my justice card. Never mind. It's all for naught now. You're 35, bro. You don't need to watch more anime. That's what I'm saying, dude. If anything, like you're old, bro. You should be watching an anime called Your Cholesterol. -1 hand size. Is I feel like what you would have said. Call me when they make cheers in anime. So true. Call me when making your way in the world today takes everything you frickin' got, brother. Call me when taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot, my man. Call me when, like, it would be nice to get away. And sometimes you want to go. Honestly, I know you got 2 rounds left in you. Don't push me, motherfucker. Get out of my face. You fucking suck. I don't even want you. I don't want you. You had your chance. What do you want me to say? They had their chance. Uranus. I'm tripping balls right now. Are you angry at me? No. You're chill. You're chill. I'm mad at the magic 8 ball. You're okay. What is my cholesterol? This, I promise you, this is the rare not anti-medicine take from me. Did cholesterol just like stop being a problem for people? Because I feel like when I was a kid, like old people were talking about their cholesterol like nonstop. And these days, I don't hear anybody mention their cholesterols at all. I hear people mention, you know, their blood sugar, their triglycerides and stuff like that, but I feel like I don't hear shit about cholesterol anymore, bro. Ask your cardiologist. Welcome back. I knew you'd come crawling back, you sack of shit, you pathetic fucking toy. Piece of shit. Ask your cardiologist. They won't let me get a cardiologist because even when my chest hurts, I'm only 35 years old, so they just tell me to walk it off. Appreciate the feedback, though. How about some 8s? Why do you hate chat so much? I'm not hating chat at all. We were riffing together. We made a joke together. I mean, the person spelled cardiologist right, so they're smart enough to be in on the joke with me. Now, the dude who said, why don't you have Blueprint copying Golden Joker? Yeah, he's dead to me. It's a bullshit celestial pack, quite frankly. Two pair? Don't mind if I do pair. Thoughts on Seattle? I moved here from Portland. Everything's pretty nice except the traffic and the food. I'm a Seattle enjoyer, for sure. But thank you for saying that the food is worse than Portland. Admittedly, I can't pretend to be a rigorous source for either city, but I've spent a little bit of time in Portland, over a decade in Vancouver, and a reasonable amount of time in Seattle. And I always say, if you're ranking those 3 Cascadian cities, Seattle's below Portland and Vancouver for food. I'm sorry. It's just one man's opinion. I don't decide who gets the Norris Trophy. If I did, it would be Quinn Hughes every year. It's either Portland, Vancouver, Seattle. It's probably Portland, Vancouver, Seattle. I hate to say it as a Vancouverites, it's probably Portland, Vancouver, Seattle. Traffic, I gotta feel like I complain about Vancouver traffic, but I bet of the 3 cities, we have the best traffic because Portland is so surrounded by bridges and Seattle's all fucked up. Like, you could get stuck on one of those, like, 70-degree angles straight up intersections in Seattle for, like, 45 minutes during rush hour. I would like an extra hand per round. Thank you very much. I'm not skipping this time. What about Vancouver, Oregon? Well, like everybody else, I don't know anything about it. No disrespect. Not trying to make anybody upset, not trying to make anybody angry with me. Please, it's your time. We have Hanging Chad, 8 Ball, and Fortune Teller. We should be feasting, bro. There's feast number 1. Mr. Beast, D's Nuts bars. Oh my god, cheeseburger, hamburger, Mr. Beast, Chibli, D's Nuts, Feastables bars, Mr. Beast burger bars. Sorry. You ever watch Chibli stream? It's bad for your brain. Don't tell him I said that. Okay, cut him. None of these words are in the Bible. He's funny though. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Can't deny that. Wowee! So I'm gonna start by hitting you with one of these. Yay! This is so pathetic. Why was that hand so ass, bro? Oh, because Full House is way worse than 2 pair. That's right. I remember that now. That's good enough. Good enough to party. Yay! More 8s. Dude, this run, we gave everything we had to this run, and it's gonna get us there. That's fine. Ban the Taddlers? Wait, is Chibli live right now? I gotta stop my stream. I should be watching. You've got this one, my king. It's so sad for me, but like almost nothing makes me feel better than when Justin says my king. I didn't even mean to click on this button. When he says my king, you actually feel like you're his king, bro. It feels good. Or when you make Justin laugh, I mean, if you can make Justin laugh, you can make the whole world laugh. It's the most flattering laugh of all. I'm a very easy laugher. Can I have some tarot cards? Thank you so much. You're too good to me. But like when you make Justin laugh, you struck gold. I'm gonna take a little chance on you here. I'm gonna take a little chance on this one. I can't be upset. Now this is frustrating. 3 9s, 1 king, 1 queen. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is, brother. Two pair plus a Hierophant card will get us there. My God. What's the most important position in hockey? That's tough. I just hope both teams have fun, so I'm gonna say the referee. It's tough. I mean, I don't know if you wanted a real answer. Let's just start with that. But the correct answer, in my limited strategic understanding of hockey, is that there's not really a most important position. Goalie is really important, but also bizarrely, the worst goalie in the NHL and the best goalie in the NHL are like 5% apart in terms of their skill and results. So like most teams in the 90s, they used to build kind of from the net out. You'd get like a Patrick Roy, a Martin Brodeur, or something like that, and then you would build the team around them. The modern day, they tend to build more around like top 2 defensemen and centers. They tend to build out from the middle. The real answer is that all of the positions are equally important, and then left wing, right wing, not you. Sorry. No disrespect. You could score, 40, 50 goals on the left wing and the right wing, but what? You don't penalty kill. You don't take face-offs. You literally just sit in front of the net and wait for somebody to hit you with a tap-in. Like, I respect it, but yay. Bit by terrible bit. Honestly, this is just one of those. Right wing is kind of like DPS, left wing is kind of like jungler. Thank you for putting it in terms that everybody can understand. I appreciate that. I'm not, it sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I'm genuinely not. I think that'll be helpful as an analogy for many people watching. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Hot take, 1 point given the OT losers is bad for hockey. Yeah, I would say that's true. But I think it's like, it's the worst system except for all the other systems we tried. Do you stop watching when they start fighting? I don't, but I will say I find it like the idea that like fighting, hockey uniquely is a sport that requires fighting in order to get like some aggression out is very humorous to me. Like I don't understand why like in every other, like in basketball, if they start throwing hands, it's like an incident. In hockey, if you could just like punch a dude in the head and they're like 5 minutes in the box. Can I also tell you something? I need someone to help me out in this one. I don't know what the hell a 10-minute misconduct is. And I'll just start there. A 10-minute misconduct is not a 10-minute long penalty. Like, you don't go in the penalty box and put the other team on the power play for 10 minutes. Usually you get like a 2-minute or a 5-minute penalty and then a 10-minute misconduct. But then the 10-minute misconduct is also like they don't play in the rest of the game. Like, I guess maybe now that I'm thinking about it, usually it's because there's less than 10 minutes in the period and then they just go straight to the dressing room instead. That's a game misconduct. Who put the emojis in it, man? You're killing me with that one. Can I get a pair? Can I get a pair? We don't have any fucking pairs. No frills be like. I mean, I'm not messing with greatness here. We're cooked? I don't know, I feel like this run is actually like pretty great. It just also sucks. I'm gonna make you into another 8 just because it's the right thing to do. Oh, the boss blind's gonna kill you? Oh no, I didn't even see, man. Well, actually, hang on, I gotta live that long first. Motherfucker. You motherfucker. No! It's actually so doable still. First off, that's +1 molt. That matters. And then, this is some bonus fucking chips, bro. So we start with the bonus chips, like that's a given. And then we'd probably just get there.